Hotel brothers and sisters, Black Power, and all other greetings. Shalom. Praise the Lord. Assalamu alaikum. Hotep. What's up? What's good? As always, giving honor to the Creator, the ancestors, Chief of Staff, Brother Harris Abdul, my sisters, my in-laws, my father, relatives, family members, subscribers, donors, viewers, supporters, and all of our brothers and sisters, including those that are held behind enemy lines in dungeons all across America, called jails and prisons, that are fighting for our liberation and salvation within our black nation. I want to discuss this coon, and this is what what I'm talking about, a grand shot, a grand example of a fucking house nigga overseer type motherfucker. This piece of fuck here, Sheriff Good. You know, the trifling, this is part of the trifling, sneaky shit that takes place and that is inflicted on our brothers and sisters in these prisons. You know, now, this motherfucker is so crooked and he's so much of a white man's nigga. You know, he over incarcerated this brother here, young brother, Daryl Good, who was arrested and taken in on some child support charges, but released. Now, the judge ordered him to be released. He was supposed to be released immediately. However, he ended up staying in the Richmond County Jail nearly 5 months. And so, the sheriff, who they contacted the sheriff, his parents, his people, contacted the sheriff to no avail. Everyone passed the buck. And so finally, when this brother was released, as a result of lawyers banging on the jail door, demanding answers from Sheriff Good, they finally let this brother go. Now, the state's attorney and attorney general's office states that the jail is not liable for holding this brother nearly 5 months after his release. 5 months. Now, they also cited that the sheriff was not responsible. So, who is responsible? You know, Brother Daryl Good has already filed a 2.3 lawsuit against these house niggas and these goddamn overseers. Now, let me explain something to you about these Virginia prisons, which I was in at one time. If you mention the name Nat Turner, you automatically, without warning, are placed in the SHU. That's solitary confinement. Solitary confinement in Virginia is when you have a hole in the floor for a toilet, which they flush every 3 days. You are given 9 sheets of toilet paper a day, 9 ice cubes a day, and there's no lights and there's no bed in that cell. And so to take a dump or piss, to take a shit, you have to literally sit on the bare concrete floor and shit into a hole that is flushed every 3 days, where snakes and sewer rats emerge from that hole nightly. And you're placed in there for anywhere from 30 days to a year for mentioning the name Nat Turner. This is how racist and right-wing, because Virginia was the last state of the Confederacy that fought to keep slavery of our ancestors. And, you know, brothers and sisters, it's a time where we have to come to grips with who we are. And I get sick and tired of the same bullshit each and every day. Of the fuck niggas, of the coons, of the jigaboos, of the buffoonery ass niggas that keeps the black race and the black community at a stagnated level because of the power in numbers that the coons are loading up in. And most of the time they look at whether if a black man is not a coon, there's only two other things he can be. Either a G or a punk. And so in the corporate world, they don't hire G's. That's against the law. That's against Caucasian law. Within the white power structure in corporate America to hire a real motherfucking G. But they will hire a punk quick. Because he switches, he's no threat. He participates in all the sex rituals at the company picnics and pool parties and what have you. And he's non-threatening. When they tell the nigger jokes at happy hour, he laughs with them. He's a non-threatening Negro. But a real G will not go for none of it. None of it. None of it. And will slap the shit out somebody at happy hour with telling one of those nigger jokes. So, and this is all the way around the board. This is all across the country. All across the country. Because we sell out at a level that is so rapid today. It is making our heads spin. Because they are working dearly and closely with the entertainers. Now they're moving not just into law enforcement, but the military. They have to gauge the temperature of the revolutionary radical black man. And when the temperature is too high, they come up either with a mass shooting or mass shootings, some type of disease, some new law where it will decrease and deflate the energy and vibration of being a G. Now, it's bad enough there's not many of us out here. Of course, we got a couple of million that are behind enemy lines. And they're doing everything in their power to keep the masses of our brothers behind bars with the tricks and the luxuries and the toys that they allow them to have. See, a lot of them have PlayStations, DVD players, games, fuck books, cigarettes, fags. And so they make it real comfortable where our brothers don't have any complaints. And fix it where they are living better in jail than they were on the street. And brothers, let me just explain this to you all. You all have to stop going for the okie doke, because what they're doing is deflating your manhood. Once you call yourself fucking with one of them boys getting head, that makes you a bisexual automatically. As a matter of fact, if once you get that erection and thought, you are already a bisexual. So let's not get it twisted about, you know, the motherfucking niggas that fuck boys are hardcore and all this. No, that's bullshit. That's a myth. The ones who are engaging in that are queens. And I've seen motherfuckers lift 400-500 goddamn pounds out the weight pile. But take it in their motherfucking butt when the lights go out. I used to hear them hollering for pleasure and joy. Big motherfucker, 6'4", 300 and something pounds solid. Got a motherfucker that's 5'8", 135 pounds. Plum stabbing his motherfucking ass. And so, the sickness of that shit, the sickness of it, because it's a mental disorder. Give a fuck how much time you got. So, you know, our people must put an end to this motherfucker, this idiotic thinking, this sexual, perverted goddamn behavior that takes place in jails. You know, instead of helping the brothers. Now, those who I talked about, I did a video earlier on pedophiles. Now, they supposed to get whatever's coming down the pipe to them. I don't have a problem with that. My problem is with the heterosexual men that are in prison, especially first timers that are a little afraid. Some of these seasoned niggas take advantage. They can smell the fear in the other men. And they pry on it. And they play on it. I saw it with my own eyes. And not to toot my own horn, but I was highly respected in those jails and prisons and penitentiaries. Because first of all, I'm all man before anything. And I understand who I am and where I'm at. So we must be clear on this shit. Gotta be clear. Now this is what I want to talk to you all about. Excuse me. You remember when I told you all that to destroy or to kill black people on a mass level, all they would have to do is have a fried chicken giveaway at a fast food joint such as Popeyes. Now, that didn't happen, but what happened, Popeyes has a chicken sandwich out that everybody is going crazy for. Everybody is going crazy over this goddamn chicken sandwich. And yesterday, I saw people and drive-thrus at the Popeyes, that the drive-thrus went out in the highway like a funeral procession. And the thing about it is that they ran out of goddamn chicken for the chicken sandwiches. And motherfucking niggas lost their minds. I literally saw this shit. Niggas were acting like their houses caught fire when they were told by Popeye's personnel that there were no chicken sandwiches until the next day. And I mean, motherfucking niggas went fucking berserk. What the fuck you mean ain't no motherfucking chicken sandwiches there? Blah, blah, blah. And all the nigga shit, all the nigga bullshit leaked out of so many motherfucking people. And I'm talking about, you know, we pulled up just to observe, and then I got out of my car. Me and the Queen was telling motherfuckers that there weren't no chicken sandwiches. And these niggas act like ISIS was on the way along with Korea to drop a goddamn nuclear bomb in the hood. Motherfuckers were cursing, praying, all types of shit yesterday. What the fuck you mean ain't no chicken? God damn. I done came from such and such place. I done been to 3 and 4 motherfucking Popeyes, and they don't have no goddamn chicken sandwiches. This don't make no motherfucking sense. Where's the goddamn manager? Who's in charge? What time does the truck come tomorrow? All this type of shit over some goddamn bird. Over some goddamn bird. And like I said, yesterday, half of the black community could have been wiped the fuck out. All they had to do, any enemy of this country could have just dropped bombs at every goddamn Popeyes in Washington, D.C. and Maryland. And they would have killed hundreds of thousands of motherfucking these southern chicken eating watermelon ass niggas. I mean, I seen motherfuckers, you know, coming in with damn, you know, with you know, niggas got flip flops and the goddamn drive-through line. The horns are blowing consecutively loud. Motherfuckers were getting ready. They were acting like they were about to go to war because they ran out of motherfucking chicken for one day. For one day. You know, and we laughed about it yesterday, but when you think about it, that's some sad motherfucking shit. Of how much energy is focused on a goddamn chicken sandwich. On a fucking chicken sandwich. And see, another thing, when they fried this chicken and all this shit, and it's crispy, and you don't really know what it is for real.
This is another Infosol production.
You really don't know what it is. Now, the Popeyes originated in Louisiana with the Cajun seasoning and shit. However, I've never seen or heard of any chicken farms in Louisiana. Never. And I know you haven't either. I know you haven't. So, where does the chicken come from?
This is another Infosol production.
Or what company supplies Popeye's chicken?
Fossil Pride.
I know that the seasoning is so toxic. You have to wear rubber gloves and that motherfucking gas mask to season that goddamn chicken.
Enjoy.
My daughter worked in Popeyes, and that's what you have to put on, a goddamn gas mask and a rubber goddamn apron with rubber gloves, because that's how powerful this seasoning is that they concocted. You ask me personally, I think it's gunpowder in that shit.
Soulful music.
The way that they had niggas acting like they lost their motherfucking minds. They act like there were no more Popeyes in business ever again over a fucking chicken sandwich. And this is what they're gonna do to the black community. They're gonna damn near double the price of them motherfucking chicken sandwiches now.
Soulful music.
Because Popeyes, actually, they are for, if you eat that fast food, if you eat Popeyes, you notice that's a pretty expensive takeout spot to sell a little mumbo jumbo shit that they do have.
This is an original instrumental.
Really don't understand, brothers and sisters, how we can get so fucked up and get so caught up mentally. And another thing I want to discuss is the illnesses, the medical illnesses that we're undergoing. I'm going to be talking about the AIDS virus tomorrow. I'm going to discuss that. I'm going to discuss and show you the inventor and who patented the AIDS virus. I'm going to show you all that tomorrow. But briefly, I want to discuss
Soulful music.
what is worth your body. Now, if the doctor or medical professionals tell you that you're dealing with a particular ailment, so something has to be cut off in order for your existence to continue. And you constantly refuse to take heed to the information because you don't actually believe that the worst can happen to your ass. I'll give an example. If you are diabetic and they tell you lay off a whole bunch of sugar and all this shit, or you'll lose a leg, you mean to tell me that you will trade your leg in for some Krispy Kreme donuts? That you actually trade a body part in for your snack of choice? I don't understand that. I fail to realize that. Now, I could see if you've been diagnosed at a later stage of anything. It's nothing you can basically do about that, but just, continue or begin to start some high maintenance program or structure. But when you have an even opportunity to prevent something like that, of being an amputee, and you go through it anyway and become that, what the fuck is wrong with you? And this Munchausen and all of this shit, and our young people are going in these hospitals at an alarming rate for a lot of shit. Heroin withdrawals, opiate withdrawals from smoking weed, because the weed now is laced with fentanyl, which is 3,000 to 10,000 times more potent than heroin. If somebody tell you if you snort, shoot, or whatever, or smoke a particular drug and it's going to kill you, guaranteed, and you go through it anyway and die, what does that say about you? There's nothing in this world that will take me out of a particular regiment and I trade it in to get a limb cut off and expect everything to be okay. Brothers and sisters, I'm going to be talking about the AIDS virus as well. I just wanted to touch on that because we have to put our priorities, get our priorities straight, and begin to, like the Shawshank Redemption. Morgan Freeman said, get busy living or get busy dying. The choice is up to you. The choice is up to us. Let's try to be around for our children. Let's try to be around to see life blossom, to see the greatest you appear, and do the work that it requires. The Creator is always standing beside us. But sometimes we do things that are not pleasing in the eyes of the Creator. And there's a chastisement for that. But let's pray that we won't be in any type of position as such. Till we meet again, brothers and sisters. Hotel, Black Power.